It's that time of year again. Bing, bing, bong, bing. Just testicles the audio, see if it's working all right. Hopefully it is. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we are going to talk, because it is that time of year again, we're going to talk about prepping your vehicle for winter, especially a Land Rover, because we all know Land Rovers are very reliable. So I'm going to talk about 5 things that we can get sorted ready for winter. Okay, number 1, the first port of call for me would be fluids. Okay, time and time again, we've seen people over and over again throughout summer, if their washer fluids level or the antifreeze, this is what we're coming on to, the antifreeze level is low through summer, all people do, instead of actually putting antifreeze in, and it's actually in the word antifreeze, they just top it up with water. Okay, there is many different brands of antifreeze. I'm going to chuck something on the screen now of just to show you what antifreeze is. Okay, antifreeze is there for a reason, and especially in winter. Okay, you can get antifreeze that goes to minus 40 degrees now. It's never going to hit that in the UK. Well, I hope it doesn't, and it feels like that today because it's like minus 2. If you can get up to minus 20, that is fine for the UK. Other countries, look at your average temperatures and go from there. But like I say, time and time again, we've seen people top up with just water in the summer, and what's happened is actually when it does get cold in the UK, they've gone to start it and it starts, but the engine's running with blocked and frozen pipes because it's just water in there. The antifreeze is there to do a job, okay? Number 1, to stop freezing, but number 2, to keep your engine cool. If it's frozen and blocked, it's not going to do that. So please check your levels. Whether you give it a quick service first, remember, we're all about preventive maintenance here, trying to preventive maintenance. So antifreeze, washer fluid. Nowadays, you can actually buy washer fluid that is winterproof. So that'll go down to like minus 10, 15. Buy some of that. I know it's quite expensive nowadays, but it is well worth it, because as soon as the frost start going in the morning, you get to about afternoon and you're traveling behind a lorry or something like that, you're going to be constantly washing your windows. So that is number 1, fluids. All in all, another thing to add for the antifreeze as well, and I'll throw a screenshot in now, you can actually test your antifreeze. So if you're actually unsure of and you don't want to drain your tank, you can actually get, it's like a pipette, a big pipette, like I say, I'll shove it on the screen now, and you basically take a sample out of your header tank, and it'll tell you how much antifreeze is in there, how much percentage of antifreeze is in there, sorry, and what temperature it goes to, or sorry, minus temperature it will go down to. So that's probably worth buying. I think, I don't know, off the top of my head, I'll try and find it on eBay and chuck it in the screen or something like that. Number two for me is lights. Okay, lights in the winter. Obviously, most people wake up in the dark, go to work in the dark, come home when it's dark. Lights are a big thing, especially on a Defender. So number 1, just check all your lights, even your back lights, etc. The lights on a Defender, as you can see here, these are not upgraded. So it might even be worth spending, I don't know, 100, 150 pound on a decent set of LED lights. And even if you don't want to do that, realistically, change your bulbs for xenon bulbs. It's simple as that, and maybe give them a good clean inside the actual lens and things like that. Quite lucky with these side lights, these are LEDs, but yeah, generally the future of lights are LEDs. Number 1, they last longer. Number 2, they use less voltage, and number 3, you can actually see where you're going. So number 3 for me would be breakdown cover. As I said before, Land Rovers are really reliable. Just make sure that your breakdown cover is all, well, if you haven't got breakdown cover, get breakdown cover. It's like 6, 7, maybe 8 quid a month. I mean, realistically, for the sake of £8, even if you don't use it for a year, it's a backup, basically. It's something that you've got in your bag, that you know if you're out in the middle of nowhere, somebody will actually get to you eventually, which then will bring me on to point number 4. Okay, but yeah, breakdown cover, make sure it's start from home stuff. Like, it's the little bits when you're off in the middle of nowhere and you want that backup of somebody's actually going to come either tow you home or get you started again, whatever it may be. But that is number 3 for me, breakdown cover, because like I said, Land Rovers are really reliable. Number 4 for me is a breakdown kit. Okay, I'm going to split this into like 2 little sections for you. So breakdown kit. Number 1, a breakdown kit for the vehicle. Number 2 is breakdown kit for you as well. Come on to that in a minute. Breakdown kit for the car. What is he on about? I'll tell you what I'm on about. Realistically, there should be, for me personally, there should be a lot of stuff in your breakdown kit for your car, especially owning a Land Rover. Okay, number 1, you should be having, whether it's zip ties, cable ties, a toolkit, whether it's even a cheap £25 little socket set toolkit, whatever it may be. Just keep it in your car during winter, because you just never know. We've had it before where antifreeze has been too strong and it's burst a fuel cooler, where realistically another Jubilee clip would have fixed that and got me on the road. So Jubilee clips, zip ties, whether it's insulation tape or some sort of tape, bits of piping always decide to split during winter. I think it must be the temperature change. Tire repair kit, okay, that's always handy to have. They're like £5–10, whatever it may be, but it's always handy to have in your glove box or just in the vehicle kit. Okay, anything that you can think of that I've probably missed, drop it down in the comments below, because your vehicle should have a breakdown kit. Okay, just aside for that, we're still on number 4. I said about the vehicle breakdown kit. You need a breakdown kit as well, whether it's you, your kids, your missus, whatever, your family. You need a breakdown kit. Okay, so throughout winter, when these cold months start coming, carry personally a first aid kit, a blanket, spare coats if you know you're going on a journey, whatever it may be, whether it's a little tarpaulin, a little 3x3 tarpaulin, because it might be chucking it down with rain and you broke down on the side of the motorway. Obviously you can't stay in your car, but you've got to go up on the verge. So if it's chucking it down with rain, you can then put the tarp up. You've got your warm jackets, you've got blankets, things like that. So just prepare yourself. Also, what we like to carry if we are going on a journey will be, I know it's probably not right, but we like to take a tea caddy kit, or whether it's MOD ration packs, because you don't know. Let's say it's 2 foot of snow and the recovery guy, you know, they're struggling to get to people. It could be 4 or 5 hours before somebody actually gets to you in minus temperatures and snow. So if you're having a brew and you're warm and you've got a bit of food with you, even better. So there's 2 sections to that. Number 1, a breakdown kit for the car, but number 2, a breakdown kit for you. But that breakdown kit for you, make sure you design it around you. So whether it's a single person or a family, whatever it may be. So if you've got a family of 2 kids, make sure you've got enough stuff in there to cover you and your 2 kids. Okay, mega important for me, that mega important. Number 5, tires. Okay, tires are a big part of winter. I know everyone bangs on about them every year, and I just think it's a bit of a sales pitch and everything like that. Generally, a lot of the 4x4 owners that I know have obviously got, you know, mud tires or all-terrains or whatever it may be, but the tires actually do start cracking with UV light over the summer. So just have a double, I know it sounds stupid, but just have a look at it. Like we've noticed in the last couple of weeks, even these, because the temperatures have dropped to minus temperatures, the air pressure actually drops in the tires. So just double check before you're going out all your tire pressures. Whether you've clipped them in the summer and you've not noticed, it's worth checking your tires. And also having a spare tire, that is a big shout. A spare tire with tools to actually change the spare tire over as well. So yeah, double check all your tread on the tires. Like I said, all terrains do tend to wear down a little bit quicker, so generally just check all that out, because like I say, if we do get snow, you want to be prepared. You want to go out and maybe have a little bit of fun. But yeah, generally check your tires, check your pressures, just the general stuff for winter. I could probably make this list 10 times longer, but I think I've picked those 5 just for looking after yourself and looking after your vehicle in winter. Like I said, you could pick another 5 things. Also, if you think, like I say, if you think I've missed something, drop it down in the comments below. I'm sure there's plenty, like I say, you could add to this video, but I want to keep it short, simple. Get your Land Rover ready for winter, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, smash a like, leave a comment, and give it a share. My hands are fucking freezing.